Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you
really?
have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So,
Ashton Kutcher is seen as he prepares to be subpoenaed on Diddy's case. That's one. Next one, Sean Diddy Combs' ex Cassie, that he paid off, I think $30 million, whatever the number is.
our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he
Yeah.
was like, yo,
Don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation.
I did a little bit of digging because this whole Ashton Kutcher thing has just been rubbing me the wrong way, and I found something weird. We have to travel back in time to 2006. 2006 is Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday. Now, Princess Beatrice is the daughter of Prince Andrew, problematic. So you would expect there to be his problematic best friends there, which there were. Harvey Weinstein, problematic. Jeffrey Epstein, problematic. Ghislaine Maxwell, problematic. But we expect this from Prince Andrew. A bit unexpected, though, is that Ashton Kutcher was there. Celebrity guests included Demi Moore and then husband Ashton Kutcher. Okay, maybe they just happen to be there, right? Just because they're at parties with these people and rubbing elbows with these people doesn't mean that they're doing the same types of things as these people. Okay. These paparazzi pictures are from 2013, and as you can see, Ashton is now with Mila Kunis at this point, and they're still friends with Princess Beatrice. But every article you read from around this time period, the 2013 time period, says that Ashton and Mila Kunis met Princess Beatrice through this man, her then boyfriend, David Clark. Ashton Kutcher reportedly met Beatrice's former boyfriend, Dave Clark, in 2012 when Kutcher purchased a spaceflight on Virgin Galactic. Okay, so if they only met in 2012, and they only met because Princess Beatrice was then dating Dave Clark, what was Ashton Kutcher doing at her 18th birthday party in 2006 with these people?
Time to reveal something else you need to know tonight. Let's take a look at the big board. What do we have? Oh, Diddy and Ashton Kutcher. Did you know that they're really good friends? And now Ashton is expecting a subpoena connected to the raid at Diddy's house. Unbelievable. We also have some Instagram video to show you from Misa Hilton, who is former girlfriend of Diddy's, mother of Justin Dior, one of his sons. She described what happened as she posted this as being overzealous, militarized search that took place here. Some very graphic video of what really happened. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail is reporting that Ashton Kutcher is expecting a subpoena over his good friend Sean Diddy Combs as part of the hip-hop mogul's sex trafficking investigation, just months after he and his wife, Mila Kunis, were shunned for supporting convicted rapist Danny Masterson. Remember that? So I think they're going to shy away from this one. They've been friends for decades, but obviously Ashton and his wife will not be commenting on this. Wow.
So, like, we here to, like, try to raise money for these, mosquito bed nets. So if you don't understand, like, just imagine living in Africa and, like, your little infant child just gets bit by a mosquito and he dies. We're working with a charity this year, and I'm glad to attach with my boys' charity, and we're gonna do it every year with another charity. So thank y'all very much for coming. So let's party. DJ.
Is Ashton Kutcher going to receive a subpoena in the P. Diddy case? I'm going to start this off by saying that everything I'm about to say is completely alleged, and I have not been able to find any reliable sources that are saying that this is for sure happening. And oddly enough, the New Zealand Herald and a few other sources that are in other countries have been reporting on this, but I have not yet seen any US correspondence about it. A lot of people are citing the interview that Ashton Kutcher did a long time ago on Hot Ones. You guys remember that, where they eat all of the wings and talk about it? And he talks about how there's a lot that he can't share from all the parties that he has been to with P. Diddy. But I also just thought that, like, this was the most telling picture, right? If everything that everybody has been alleged is true, then you're looking at a whole group of folks who knows each other. Wilbur Valderrama dated Demi Lovato when she was, like, super young. Danny Masterson was convicted of sexual assault, and Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis wrote those letters of support for him. And now we have all of the alleged stuff going on with Diddy. But it appears this same source has been talking to a variety of publications. This is the New York Post, and this is the only like US-based publication, other than like some random Yahoo News articles that I could find on this. The source reportedly claims that because of the Danny Masterson debacle, that they will not be commenting publicly at all. There's no way in hell Ashton or Mila will be showing any sort of public support for Diddy right now, as they should not. Anyway, what do we think about this as the plot thickens here? Anybody else come across any other information? Send me links to articles. I want to read it.
Our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
Can't punk me. And I was like, I don't want to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation.
I should have gotten out of the rabbit hole. I should have stopped digging, but I did not. And I have found more information surrounding Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy. I need you guys to come talk to me about this and help me make sense of this. Because at this point, I did not think that Ashton Kutcher could be exposed for being even more of a hypocrite than he already has. But here we are. Let's talk about what I found. If you're not caught up on all of the other hypocrisies that we have already called out about Ashton Kutcher, you can check my previous videos. But for those of us who are caught up and ready to learn more, this is what I found. So we have established that Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy have been very close friends for a very long time. They used to party together. They used to go on double dates together with Kim Porter and Demi Moore, both of their exes. One thing that I did not realize is this relationship went much further than a friendship. And no, I promise you don't know where I'm going with this. Their relationship was more than a friendship because these guys were in business together. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the website called Tiny Chat. It's very similar to a website such as Omegle, where you can video chat with strangers and chat back and forth with people from all over the world.
It's called Tiny Chat, and it's the latest craze on the internet. Users need a Facebook, MySpace, or Twitter account to access the site. And once they do, they are instantly connected to millions of people by webcam.
Look what he's doing. He wants everyone to see that.
We even found teenagers exposing themselves. Channel 7 showed the site to Michigan State Police Sergeant William Lisbinski.
Police departments nowhere is going to have any sort of resources available to even remotely go after something like that.
Says she's seen enough to know what to do.
That's it. My 6-year-old, she's never getting on the computer.
You are supposed to be 18 and over when you sign up for these sites, but it is very easy to just click a box that says you're 18 and there's no kind of verification process. So anyone can get on there. I know I got on sites like Omegle and stuff like that when I was a teenager and saw a lot of things that I probably should not have. Sites like that are very, very dangerous, especially for teenagers and children, because it's very easy to access a lot of dangerous people very quickly. Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy invested into the website Tiny Chat. They invested millions of dollars into this website, and I found a slew of old recordings of Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy in Tiny Chat, and a lot of times that they were seen in Tiny Chat, there was very obviously children in these chat rooms. So I'm gonna show you guys some clips now, and in these clips you'll see P. Diddy in chat rooms with a lot of very young women. Girls would be the more appropriate word. And in one of these recordings, you will see Ashton Kutcher playing a trailer for a movie that he was in for the group of people who were in his chat room, and there was a lot of young people in that chat room. And the movie he was playing a trailer for was a movie called No Strings Attached. And this movie is an adult movie. It's not a movie for children.
I was gonna show the Red Band trailer for my movie No Strings that's coming out.
You're fucking my ex-girlfriend? She's just so hot. I know how hot she is.
You!
My dad's dating my ex-girlfriend.
You told me about it last night.
Like in a charming way.
You were naked and crying.
I'm so glad you're my friend.
Wow. Looks like it's coming right at me.
Just remember, where are you?
Go from a position of power. Something like, where am I? Why don't you check your underpants?
Yeah. I don't like that. See, I like to be kind of scared. Like, ooh, here comes my dick.
You always bother me. Not safe in here.
We're all on the same cycle.
Red wine. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Did you make me a period, Vic? Yep. Sinatra. I've got the world on a string.
That's the doozy.
I can't focus on my porn with all this real sex going on around me.
Just because I'm your ex. No, we don't need her. Make her leave. You look like a pumpkin, bitch. Hey!
You live in every man's dream. Don't screw it up. 10 years from now, you're going to be having sex with your wife. And it's going to be in the missionary position. And one of you is going to be asleep.
Hey, Ashton.
I personally think that is a little inappropriate.
If I'm gonna come, we gonna make it interesting. All right? You got a pretty smile though, for real, with them dimples.
Thank you.
What color your eyes?
Hazel.
Shit, mine are hazel too, look.
So it's just weird to me to see these men choosing to interact with very young people on internet forums. And for those who aren't really aware of just how dangerous these sites can be, I was going through some articles and some blog posts that featured parents talking about how their child was victimized by a individual on websites such as Tiny Chat and Omegle, and I did want to share one excerpt with you guys. This mom shared her and her children's traumatizing experience when she found her children on the website Tiny Chat, the website that Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy have funded. My son, age 13, was talking on a website called Tiny Chat, which you access via Facebook. Now, his 8-year-old sister was in his room with him, saying hello to my son's friend for a minute, when all of a sudden the chat screen changed and an Asian male appeared on the screen, and he was pleasuring himself and asked my son to do the same. I don't know why specifically Ashton Kutcher would invest so much money into websites such as this that are known and statistically proven to be an excessive harm and risk to children. Nothing about P. Diddy surprises me at all, but Ashton Kutcher has really worked hard to put on a facade, and honestly, I have to say it, Ashton Kutcher is an excellent actor, but it's unfortunate that he has to act in order to appear like a good person. Actions will always be much more telling than words. Okay, this rabbit hole has officially turned into the journey of the center of the earth, but I promise you might be interested in what I found on Ashton Kutcher's Twitter. First of all, let me start this out by saying, I feel like we're too far into the age of information and the age of social media to not know that if you post something on Twitter and don't delete it, someone's gonna find it. If you're not caught up, there's a playlist on my page going over all of the things that we have dug up about Ashton Kutcher and Diddy. The day after Kim Porter passed away, we saw Ashton Kutcher tweet out to Diddy saying, "Just sending love to my friend." Speaking of Diddy and Ashton Kutcher, so Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore started a foundation called Real Men Don't Bite Girls to raise awareness for teens and young women who get caught up into trafficking through the guise of modeling opportunities, acting opportunities, etc., etc. On top of Real Men Don't Bite Girls, Ashton Kutcher and a ton of celebrities on Twitter were involved with the movement Bring Back Our Girls, which was created to raise awareness for the 276 16 to 18-year-old girls who were kidnapped in Nigeria back in 2014. Out of all the people that I want to see raising awareness for kidnapping and trafficking victims, this man is the absolute last person. The irony in this photo, the call is coming from inside the house. This unbelievable. So keeping all that in mind, we have seen Ashton Kutcher, who has founded Thorn. We have seen Ashton Kutcher found Real Men Don't Bite Girls, and we have seen Ashton Kutcher support the movement Bring Back Our Girls. It seems like he has a very wide capacity to care about victims, right? And then he goes and posts this weird stuff. I'm not saying that Spread is a movie for kids. I just think seeing a butt cheek and dry humping in a trailer isn't gonna hurt anyone.
You're probably wondering what Ashton was talking about. He was in a movie called Spread. Let's talk about what this movie was about. Here's the movie description. Young, charming, and handsome Nikki lives the good life in Hollywood by giving rich, older women plenty of what they want. X. You know what I'm saying. While his latest conquest, Samantha, is out of town, Nikki throws a party and meets Heather, a pretty waitress who's cut from the same cloth. After Samantha throws him out, Nikki and Heather begin a game of actual one-upmanship, but the stakes are higher than Nikki realizes. Definitely not a movie appropriate for kids. It's kind of giving me the same vibe of when Ashton Kutcher was in the tiny chat rooms showing children trailers of his movie No Strings Attached, which we all know what that movie's about. Now, this one is just rich in irony. Beware of creepers on chat roulette. Keep in mind, right around this time, Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy were investing into the chat room Tiny Chat. And if you've seen my previous videos, there is footage of Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy being creepers in Tiny Chat. Chat roulette is almost exactly the same thing. Okay, this one makes my brain hurt. 1/4 of all US students are on code.org, which I think is a website that teaches you how to code. In 5th grade, it's 2/3 of students, and the majority, 70%, are girls or underrepresented minorities. So honored to be a part of this movement, the X-iest thing in the world. What in the world could be actual about anything a 5th grader is doing? Please. Sorry if you can hear the tornado sirens in the background. I live in the Midwest. Okay, so these next tweets really confirmed for me my personal theory that Ashton Kutcher is a secret Scientologist. I'm not saying it's a fact, I'm just saying it's a theory that I've had for a while now. So someone tweeted Ashton and asked him, "What are your views on Scientology?" Ashton responded, "I have a lot of great friends that study Scientology, all really solid, beautiful, caring people." Then someone responded saying, "I've only heard bad things about Scientology. Link a good site?" Ashton responded, "Don't know. We all are entitled to our own path to happiness." Now, this last one I'm still trying to make sense of. Ashton tweeted, "My friend TJ Jefferson would like to identify this girl. Help." If you're not familiar with the name TJ Jefferson, he goes way, way back with Ashton. He is the godfather of Mila and Ashton's children, and he can be seen here in between Ashton Kutcher and Jay-Z. And as you can see, next to Ashton Kutcher is sitting Kim Porter. I found some old throwback photos on TJ Jefferson's Instagram of Ashton, him, and Diddy all hanging out courtside. I also found some throwback photos of TJ Jefferson with some of that 70s show cast, including Wilmer Valderrama and Danny Masterson. TJ Jefferson was also close with Ashton's ex-girlfriend, Brittany Murphy, as well. So that's just kind of like a background on who TJ Jefferson is. This looks like a picture of Biggie with a young girl. I want to know more about the origins of this photo, and I found an article. So basically the origins of this photo was a girl named Danielle who was 14 years old, who was accompanying her brother, who was a friend of Biggie, to a studio session. Danielle herself has said that Biggie was very respectful and nothing weird happened. I'm at a loss as to why Ashton Kutcher was trying to identify that girl. I don't know if he thought that she was like a victim of Biggie or something, and I don't know if he was trying to paint Biggie in a bad light for whatever reason, because his very close friend is P. Diddy, and P. Diddy has been accused of having something to do with Biggie's passing. And as we know, the P. Diddy and Ashton Kutcher web weaves very, very tight. There's more tweets that are concerning, but I'll just leave it at that. This is hopefully the last video I make about this man, because someone else is on my radar. So I'll see you guys in the next video.
Script
60
keeper.
seconds and your popcorn. So we're gonna get into a couple of things. Ashton Kutcher and Pete.
Genre of anecdote. If
Oh,
you
really?
have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he was like, yo,
Don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't want to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends.
So we'll start here. Just sending out a morning shout to the men and women of the intelligence community that keep us safe and protect our country. You letting us know something? I just got a call from a CIA wondering what I'm doing for lunch tomorrow. Enough kill doctrines, thank you. Spent the afternoon picking the brain of a former CIA guy. It really makes you wonder if anything you come in contact with is not manipulated. Just sending love to my friend Diddy. No Diddy. I believe that in many ways, Bill Cosby paved the way for Barack Obama. He made white America realize what was the same, not what was different. Back to Diddy. Y'all read that? Allegedly. Let's get over here to old necking. Demi Moore. Why was A+ cast as the dumb one on that 70s show, Rising Stars of Freemasonry, Scientology, and Kabbalah? Guest stars Lohan, The Rock, Bruce Willis, Betty White, Luke Wilson, Amy Adams, Jessica Simpson, Seth Green, Rachel Bliss, and Alice Cooper. Satanic evil swear that 70s show funny scenes. You guys see it. I don't have to tell you there. The Winter Gala inside Los Angeles, USA. Jamie Foxx, Alec Court. There it is. J. Mendel Spring 2012 Fashion Show, New York, September. Alec Ors, Mary-Kate Olsen, and Ashley Olsen attend the J. Mendel Spring 2012 Fashion Show at Lincoln Center. Who's Alec? Him. Alec Ors seems to get around. Harvey Weinstein. This is the Paradigm Tribeca Film Festival breakfast, April 28th. I'm not sure. This is 2006. Sorry. Former Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas, talks with the team owner, Tom Gores. Now just remember, it's a trend, guys. This is a trend. Who's this? And there you go. So you got two here. Who's that? Oh, man. I can't even say too much. I got to just say, hey, go research. And there's another one. And another one. Screenshot. Well, there's your, 4 minutes and your popcorn.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. Actually cycling through them. There was one moment, it's not really a party story, but
Ashton Kutcher is seen as he prepares to be subpoenaed on Diddy's case. That's one. Next one, Sean Diddy Combs' ex Cassie, that he paid off, I think $30 million, whatever the number is, cooperating with federal investigations amid the sex trafficking probe.
That's bad.
That's very bad,
that's
right?
Bad.
So next one, Sean Diddy Combs still continues carefree in Miami. This is a story from yesterday.
Yep.
Lifestyle by smoking and drinking after federal aids. Sean Diddy Combs' youngest son, Christian King, 25, is now sued. So it isn't one thing, it's another thing constantly popping up.
But just from my point of view, though, he's in Miami, he's riding bikes, he's taking photos. He seems as if he doesn't have a care in the world. To me, somebody from the outside looking in, it seems like they were like, hey, listen, especially with the Cassie thing, that thing blew the top off of everything. We have to go in there. You don't be there. We're going to make the play. We're going to grab all the footage and everything. I think people are going to fall. Nothing is going to happen to him. He's going to be protected.
I guess I never realized how close Ashton Kutcher is with P. Diddy. I had no idea that they had been friends for years and Ashton Kutcher used to attend Diddy's white parties. Diddy and Ashton have been close even back when he was married to Demi Moore. And I know that I've talked about why I don't like Demi Moore. The main reason being because of this clip from when Demi was, I think she was 19 or 20, and she made out with a teenage boy. I think he was 15 years old. I just always thought it was gross and weird, and I was never really a fan of her and never have really kept up with her since I found out about this clip that I'm not going to play for you because it's gross. But anyway, I am officially headed down the rabbit hole to learn more about the origins of this friendship, and I find it very interesting because Ashton Kutcher was recently exposed for writing a letter to the judge asking for leniency in Danny Masterson's R-word sentencing while simultaneously being a founder and running a organization to protect people, especially children, from becoming victims. For someone who claims to care so much about victims, this guy really seems to have a lot of friends who are horrible, horrible people. I'm gonna dig into this. I'll let you know what I find.